Welcome to the video. What's up, guys? I'm back. Shouts out to them 8 subscribers now. You know, I know you guys were missing me. We'll stop the fidget. First off, I want to say sorry for no Sunday video. It was a little stressful day, a little confusing. I drove home from my cabin, and then my girlfriend had some car troubles, and then I was eating Chipotle. So this Sunday, totally expect a video. It might be like a vlog format. I might even vlog some fair shots or anything like that. Maybe we'll see. And also, second off, on a more serious note, I want to say my thoughts are out to the people who suffered a very traumatic thing yesterday. At a Madden tournament, there was a shooting and 2 people died while 11 were injured. I heard video on it, and every time I hear that, it's indescribable what these poor people had to suffer through, and I just want to say that they're brave, and I hope they came out healthy and with their lives. But that was a terrible thing to happen, and we need to make a change in the future. But hopefully I can cheer up some days if people are down about that. Yes, get it. Alright, I'm kind of realizing I do like all running back videos. One of these days, I promise we will have a wide receivers or a tight ends or a quarterback video. Defense or even kickers, because I've actually done all running backs. So, I mean, maybe this is the running back headquarters, but I'd like to do other things too, because this is all fantasy football, but not just running backs. On the contrary, though, I do want to say running backs are probably the most valuable position in fantasy football, so maybe this is good that I am pumping out all this running back content, because if you can get that Workhorse back for a cheaper price in your fantasy football league, you're set. And speaking of Workhorse, a guy I admittedly had very low coming into this season, Christian McCaffrey. Let's be real for a second. This dude is jumping up everyone's draft boards. I mean, I think I saw him go in the first round of a draft, and that's pretty ridiculous, but his preseason showing is ridiculous. And I know everyone gets on this whole, oh, preseason means nothing. Correct. But there's things that you can look into that will definitely prove that preseason doesn't mean nothing. These signs are looking good. Let's go. So, stat breakdown. I know he's not completely done with the preseason. I'm assuming he'll play preseason week 4, but as of 3 weeks, he has 21 carries for 151 yards, and he's averaging 7.19 yards per carry. That's so much more than what he had last season. And I know he could be going against like 2s or maybe even 3s, but he's actually playing with the first team so much more, and these are actually real defenses that he's taking on. He also had, I guarantee you saw it on SportsCenter or whatever, he had a massive 71-yard tutty, and he ran like a beast. It looked like this guy's the next big thing. He was looking amazing on that run, and even their run blocking wasn't that bad either. And obviously the long run factor was non-existent in 2017. That's why probably most fantasy football owners, if you were in PPR, were extremely disappointed, because he just wouldn't score rushing touchdowns, and he never had that explosive ability running the ball. Also, a big stat to list, he is second in receptions and targets on this Panthers preseason team. That's ahead of every wide receiver besides Curtis Samuel, who won't be their number 1. Obviously, we already know he's an excellent pass catcher. If you had him in PPR, you love the guy. You're probably going to draft him again this year, because he just catches balls and catches balls and catches balls and catches balls. So we're not necessarily like shocked by this, but like, it's honestly like heartwarming seeing all of it, because if you're in PPR, what isn't there to love about this? He's 8 for 9 and has 73 yards on this early 3-week preseason. He's playing maybe like a quarter and a half. He's definitely not playing into the second, but through that, and he's posting those numbers, seriously, this hype train should be shooting up. So I did say earlier, this was a guy I was low on coming into the 2018 season. Well, this preseason has changed my mind just a little bit. The two major concerns I had were the O-line and CJ Anderson. We're starting with O-line. Thumbs down because they still suck. So I'm just going to read through all of their departures or injuries, and I'm sure you've heard it because they're a mess. So as of the 2018 offseason, guard Andrew Norwell leaves for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Guard Darrell Williams tore his MCL and dislocated his kneecap, that's bad. He will not be coming back this season. And then the replacement for Darrell Williams, Amini Silatu, tears his meniscus, but he should return, so eventually we'll see him back, but we've never seen him in action for the Carolina Panthers. And then also tackle Matt Khalil that they acquired in 2017 from the Minnesota Vikings. He underwent knee surgery, but he should return. I believe it's a 6 to 8 week injury, so expect him to be back, but he's just all sorts of a mess right now. So just like a jumbled ball, this line is a straight up garbage can. Losing all pro guards Andrew Norwell and Darrell Williams, it's probably crushing. This offensive line does not look good, but surprisingly McCaffrey is still looking great, so maybe this Lions coach is actually working excellent with the materials he has. But losing Andrew Norwell, who I do want to point out was the best blocker for McCaffrey in 2017. Behind Norwell, McCaffrey averaged 4.9 yards per carry. Last season, obviously, but still, for a running back who had a terrible yards per carry in 2017, that's a great number. That's among the best. But this O-line doesn't bother me too much. We also see another running back who has a crappy O-line, David Johnson, and his stock isn't going down because of that. I actually do think that could increase his value in the pass game, where if that line breaks down fast, they could just screen out fast to McCaffrey. Subject number 2, CJ Anderson. So this guy was acquired in the 2018 offseason. He's a former 1,000-yard rusher in 2017, and he's from the Broncos. And I truthfully thought coming into the season he was going to make a bigger impact than he is in the preseason. Keep in mind, I want to repeat, preseason he could be learning this offense, but when he's playing with like the 2s and 3s solely, it's pretty concerning. Right now the man's looks imaginary. He's not real. It looks like a fake hype train that we had going early in the season. Now, there might be people that want to argue like, oh, you never know, he could be getting this, but he's getting no reps with the first team. So how is he going to build continuity with these people if McCaffrey's taking up all that time? So as of right now, we still have yet to see what happens in the 4th preseason game. But as of right now, McCaffrey has been on the field for 59 of the 66 snaps with Cam Newton on the field. The other 7 has been with CJ Anderson. So their percentages equal out to 89% for McCaffrey or 11% for CJ Anderson. Obviously, like, McCaffrey is your guy there because he's on the field with the starters 89% of the time. You should be drooling about that because that's ridiculous for a running back. So, like, in that situation, who you taking? Also, for the people that owned McCaffrey last year, we can almost guarantee there's going to be more rushing touchdowns. As of right now, McCaffrey has taken all of the red zone carries. So if you thought CJ was going to take those red zone carries because he is more of like a bowling ball back compared to McCaffrey, who's lean and fast, Zeiger, not going to happen. If he's out there for every single red zone snap, you can guarantee the touchdown mark, specifically rushing touchdowns, they're just getting higher every moment. I don't know, guys. It's up to you guys, but for me, I've decided we can officially call Christian McCaffrey, a workhorse back. Drafting, boys. We was slamming that information on y'all. I really hope you guys appreciate it. I really find all of this information super important to me, so I want to share it with you guys. And I know I've strictly only done running backs, and that'll change in the future. I promise, I guarantee. Later this week, expect a wide receivers video. I don't cross my finger. I'll pinky promise with every single one of you guys, we're gonna get a wide receivers video. Ooh, might be sleepers, who knows, or underdrafted players. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.